Question 24. When the question asks you what sort of proposition the reasoning conforms to, we're doing a principal identify question. And on a principal identify question, our job is to match the scenario. In other words, to find an answer choice that describes correctly whatever happens in the little scenario that's presented to us in the passage. Here they indicate that we have an argument in the passage, so we should take a moment to break the argument down so that we understand it. The conclusion of the argument is found in the middle. Designer interaction with consumers is superior to survey data. And the rest of the argument explains why. Well, actually, the first sentence explains that car companies solicit survey data about whether a seat is comfortable or whether a set of controls is easier to use. And the last sentence, or the last part, tells us that the data may tell us why a feature was bad, but data alone is not going to explain to us how we need to change that feature in order to get the car to do better in the future. So the argument says that designer interaction with consumers is superior to survey data because even though car companies do surveys about what's comfortable or what's good, the data they get from those surveys will only be able to tell you why something was given a low rating, not what they need to do to fix it to give it a higher rating. So when we go to the answer choices, all we're looking for is a rule or a generalization or some kind of description of what just happened. Answer choice A, getting consumer input for design modifications can contribute to successful product design. Now this is our answer because that is what happened above. Consumer input, well, that's the designer interaction, and a successful product design, well, figuring out how features need to be changed would be a way to contribute to successful product design. So getting consumer input can contribute to successful product design. Since A is the answer, we just have to do a courtesy glance at the wrong answers to see why they're wrong. Answer choice B is wrong because it talks about what car companies traditionally do. And I don't know that this is a tradition, I just know it's something that they do. I also don't know that it counts as extensive surveys. I just know that they solicit consumer information. I don't know how extensive that information is. So answer choice B is not something that's going on above. Answer choice C is wrong because it talks about market niches. Nothing above talks about market niches, so no generalization about market niches could be right. Answer choice D goes too far. A car will have unappealing features if consumers are not consulted. Well, I know that it's more valuable to talk to those consumers, but I don't know that if you don't talk to them, everything's going to go wrong. Answer choice E, it talks about external rather than internal components. I don't know anything about that. I don't know whether a seat or a control counts as an external or an internal. They didn't limit it to one or the other. So E is not a generalization of what we talked about above, so it's not the answer either. The answer is A.